Hello everyone, this is Travalgar Valentine. I'm going on another video today. Today's not a how to draw video, but kind of a remembering video. My last one I looked at this black sketchbook that's underneath here, and I found with it these old comic pages that I did, my old comic design that I was doing. It never got finished after the first few pages. I realised I just couldn't do it and it was never going to, I saw the future of it. So I just kind of quit after a little bit, but it's good to come back to old memories and stuff like that. So this is the old first chapter page. I did the entire thing in biro, really rad. This is called Immovable Object and Unstoppable Force. This alone's kind of interesting. There's these weird figures here. This weird mushroom plant growing out with sparkles and cool stuff. Anyway, let's have a look at it. So this is the first page. O sages standing in the gods of holy fire, as it is the gold mosaic of a wall, come from the holy fire pern imaginaire, and be this, I can barely read that, and be this shining master of my soul, consume my heart and always sick with desire, fascinated by a dying animal. He knows that the way to gather, I can't read that. Anyway, that's the first page, and I can't even read. And this is the next one. This is in runes, and I can't quite remember what it says, but fair enough. It's just got this lone figure in the centre. Okay, here's the first page. He has 30 hostages in total. Do not lose him at any cost. This has got a weird tyre. Badly out of proportion, spinning around with his vehicle hurtling out of the sky. Then it's got one of the main characters, what was his name? General March Havoc, thrusting his gear stick, and it's got the vehicle pounding forwards. And the vehicle's got the stats up there as well. This is his vehicle called Tombstone. And those Adventure Time stickers, they belong on the Polly Pocket, they're not actually on the picture themselves. Okay. Target is now 1.5 miles ahead. Target machine is opening, I think. There's something getting out with the speed. It's not a hostage or valet. It's code 69, the UBO general. Hush about it. It's jumping in our direction. Brace for impact. So yeah, these are the next two pages, and so it's got this is the vehicle that we saw before. Here, this is inside the actual cab. It's got March Havoc driving it with a ship's wheel for some reason. And then it's got two different people that's inside of it. One speaking Russian and one German, one Latin, I think. I can't remember. And each person is having their own different type of speech bubble. So this general at the back, he's got his skull at the top with this weird pixelation. This guy here that's scared, he's got regular spikes. I think March Havoc has got the curled scroll one, and you can see on the screen there unbiological organism, and it's got the cab view, and this is the three of them actually sitting there. So you can see that I'm just seeing this reflecting in the light with the Polly Pocket that's in. 3, 2, 1, halt. Speaking in Russian, I don't know what. No, General. Continue now, General. Target at 600 meters. I order you. So again, this is where they see the figure standing in the background, and the orders a halt. This is what they're chasing after. And so I did this cartoon picture of halting the vehicle and stuff, and he's shouting. And this is one of the general that wants to actually go and fight him, screaming in Russian, I think. I'm not sure what language that is. And then getting angry and slamming down, and then standing up in the side of the cab. And then saying, I order you. And then March Havoc is actually now climbing out of it. And then because he says his order, he turns around aggressively. Hoctium non invertem gravitem. I have no idea what that says. It's something about a demon. And the guy says, demon? Gravity? Lord of chaos. Jigsaw my insanity. Of 1,000 demon realities in my acid. Let the games begin. And it's got the stats for the general there. General March Havoc, level 20 of Ballybird's army, fight 1. So this is where he turns around and screams at the general that he needs to go. And you see him slowly progressing out of it, saying a little prayer to himself about demons, I'm not sure. this page wasn't finished, but this was going to be like the versus page where March Havoc stood up against the figure that's in the background. And so it's got like one side has got March Havoc, General, his face and the stats, and this is going to have the other person called Trafalgar Valentine. Hint, hint where the name came from. Wait for backup, General. With luck, we catch them. Plut Matai. So this was a command that he lifted up his wrist, and this is his command station on his wrist, which looks like an old typewriter. And inside there, it's like a hologram image. And Plut Matai, which is, I can't remember what it meant, but he presses a button which has got Chainsaw Storm, which I thought would be pretty awesome. And this is a transformation. Weak men believe in luck. Strong men believe in... Before I get turn off the page. So this is where he transforms his truck by the front end breaks in half. The sides come out and this head raises up to reveal this rail gun basically. So and it's got this cool teeth border. You see that with the light reflection? So strong men believe in cause and effect. And as he says that, he fires the gun, so that's what Plut Matai must mean. We fired all the guns all at once. The guy inside says, General, we're too close, we won't hold. And the General says, Turbine Ferry. Then this guy, I think he says at the bottom, maximum pressure or something, it wasn't actually finished. So this is where he fires the gun off at that figure in the background that you saw he's after. So there's a small image of it there. He's firing off into the background. And then this guy's worried because it's too close. And you can see the blast coming off here and the vehicle skidding off in the background. Slamming back down on the ground. And a chunk from it. So you can see a close-up of his eye of this chunk coming up from the explosion. Smacking him in the face. Turbine Ferry. This is a button he's clicked which has a tornado knife storm. But you can see in the centre as well, which is the explosion that's coming up. These pictures weren't finished, but they were just like rough first sketches anyway. Turbine Ferry, which he said, which is the next transformation of the vehicle, where the rear section of the truck slams down these guards, extends upwards, and then turns into a trebuchet, which then launches off the load at the top. So the whole truck is turned into basically a giant catapult. And then these weren't sketched out, but I'll just read them out for you. What is it for? I hope you don't find out. I thought it was only for wild vehicles. This is the main purpose. Capture Valor's demons. Demons? What do you mean demons? Did you bring the... Sure, but... And that's it for now. I haven't actually finished the rest of it, but yeah, that was basically the chapter. The rest of the chapter, what happened was the cargo inside the actual trebuchet was actually motorcycle gliders that fired out into the distance towards that character they were trying to capture, which you'll see there. They're trying to actually capture them. This is him in the background smoking up and stuff. They were trying to capture him, and the reason they didn't actually run him down was because he was a very, very special kind of subject, which you find out later. So you kind of brought straight into the moment. But the motorcycles glide down, bring them into a circle. They've got harpoon weapons where they fire ropes down and then swing around him to actually capture him. There's 10 of them all together. Then Trafalgar Valentine, the guy in the centre, breaks them all free. March Havoc, the general, he gets really annoyed, jumps down from his truck. The front end of the truck turns into a suit of armour, and the bottom end of the bumper turns into a hoverboard. So he comes towards him with his axes on the side, tries to smash him first hand, but Travalgar Valentine just waves him away because he's superhuman. March Havoc is smashed to pieces basically, and they're trying to actually stop him and chain him down. But March Havoc goes after him again, but just grabs hold of a motorbike with one hand and then smashes the motorbike into his face. Motorbike explodes, throwing March Havoc back with his arm missing. March Havoc tries to run after him again with his arm ripped off and half his face ripped off, and eventually these chains come up from the truck and actually pin him to the ground. And Trafalgar Valentine gets away, and they have to be brought back to station. And the reason I didn't finish the comic was just I was editing and editing and editing. I could edit it forever, and it took me so long to do just the first chapter. There was no point. But anyway, yeah, that's my comic. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back in another video quite soon.